All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're using Python and data science to solve a really fun, real-world mystery about nature. Have you ever looked at a plant and just wondered, do its different physical parts actually grow in perfect proportion? Specifically, do taller plants have larger leaves? It's a simple question, right? But today we're not just going to guess. We're going to answer it definitively using a data set of 100 succulent plants and the power of statistical programming. We are going to let the data speak for itself.
Here's our roadmap for the explainer. 1. The big plant question. 2. Understanding linear correlation. 3. The succulent data set. 4. Writing the Python code. And finally 5. Results and visualization.
So let's kick things off with Section 1, the big plant question, real-world data science with succulents. We're going to look at physical measurements from a beautiful variety of succulents. Our dataset actually includes 7 different genuses, stuff like Haworthia, Echeveria, and Aloe. We want to see if the exact height of the plant can mathematically predict the size of its leaves. Moving right along to Section 2, understanding linear correlation, the math behind the relationship. Before we write any code, let's talk about our mathematical goal. We want to find the Pearson correlation coefficient, often just called R. This is a statistical tool that measures the exact strength and the direction of the relationship between 2 variables, in our case, plant height and leaf area. And it scores this relationship on a strict scale from -1.0 to +1.0. Take a look at this scale. A score right around 0? That means there is absolutely no relationship whatsoever. Kind of like comparing your shoe size to your score on a Python quiz. But as those scores push out toward +1 or -1, you're looking at a highly predictable pattern.
So the crucial takeaway here is that a positive correlation means the 2 measurements grow together. Taller plant, larger leaves. On the flip side, a negative correlation means they move in opposite directions. One goes up while the other goes down.
All right, Section 3, the succulent data set. Let's get to know our data structure. Here's a quick peek at our raw data. You can see the plant ID, the genus, the height in centimeters, and the leaf area. Now, we're going to read our full list of 100 plant observations straight from an Excel file, specifically called workshop2_plant_data_expanded.xlsx, and load it into a really smart Python table called a data frame.
Which brings us to Section 4, writing the Python code. This is where we translate math into programming logic. We're going to break this code down into 4 really manageable steps. Import libraries, read the dataset, calculate leaf area, and calculate correlation. Chunking it out like this keeps us from getting overwhelmed. After all, programming is really just structured problem solving.
Step 1, we import our libraries. Think of these as our digital workbench for data analysis. We're bringing in pandas to handle our data tables and matplotlib.pyplot to draw our visual plots. Notice how we give them short little nicknames like PD and PLT? That just keeps our code super clean and saves us quite a bit of typing.
Steps 2 and 3, loading the data and doing a bit of math. First, we load that Excel file into a data frame we just called df. Then, we do some basic multiplication right inside Python. We literally just take the longest leaf length in centimeters, multiply it by the widest leaf width, and boom, we've calculated the leaf area. We save that right back into our data frame as a brand new column called leaf_area.
Now for step 4, this is where the heavy lifting happens. By calling the .core function on our height column and comparing it to our leaf area column, Python does the magic for us. It automatically computes that Pearson correlation coefficient across all 100 plants in literally just one single line of code.
And for step 5, let's visualize it. A number is great, but human eyes love a good chart. We use matplotlib's scatter function to draw a scatter plot. Every single plant becomes a dot. We label the x-axis for height, the y-axis for leaf area, and hit plt.show to render it right to the screen. Finally, Section 5. Results and visualization. What does all this data actually tell us?
Well, we use a Python f-string to cleanly format our result to 3 decimal places, and our code prints out a correlation of 0.739.
We actually wrote a quick conditional statement in our script. If the correlation is greater than 0.3, print our conclusion. Since 0.739 is way above that threshold, it's a strong positive correlation. So Python definitively prints
Taller plants tend to have larger leaves.
But wait, we have to remember the golden rule of data science here. Correlation does not mean causation. Yes, these two measurements move together beautifully in our succulent data set, but that doesn't mathematically prove that growing taller causes the leaves to grow larger. They're strongly associated for sure, but some other biological factor might actually be pulling the strings.
So now that you know how to unlock these secrets using pandas and linear correlation, I've got a challenge for you. Go find your own data set. Start exploring. What other hidden relationships exist in the world around you, just waiting to be discovered with a few lines of Python code? Keep coding and keep asking those great questions.